Hi, everybody. Wishing you a very good evening and welcome. I am Miss Nishita, and today I will be conducting this webinar on behalf of UP educators on the NTT and the ECC curriculum. So I welcome you all, and let's get started. We'll be sharing the details, all the details with you. Okay. So let's get started. Right. So to begin the webinar, I'm just going to share, a little bit about the about UP educators and our academic partners. So one of the things that you will be getting when you do the course with us, of course, other than the ECC webinar certificate and an entry into the course is also going to be the academic partners. So you can see that we are partners with Google for Education, Cambridge. With STEM, with Intel, OTHEM. We've recently partnered with a government organization, NASSCOM, AT, and your course, which is which is the early years and NTT course. Also, you'll be getting a certificate from Skill India MEPSA, which is a government, endorsed certificate. Okay, so that's something important that I wanted to share with you at the beginning. A little bit about UP educators. We are an, yeah, sorry, I'm going to go back. We are India's leading institute and we offer these online training courses. This is all online. There's not going to be in person. And the main thing that we do when we are offering these courses is that we will be, equipping you to teach using 21st century pedagogy, AI tools, innovative practices, and digital tools. And when you do the course with us, of course, you will gain a lot of knowledge, but you will overall increase or enhance the learning experiences and the learning outcomes of all your learners. Okay, so I welcome you all and yeah, happy to have you with us. Right. Until now, we have trained a lakh plus educators in our various courses at UP Educators. And these people, these teachers, or the coordinators are from different 20,000 different schools and colleges. And as you can see that the teachers who have done the course with us are also from different countries. So this is also a very good course for you overall, which when it comes to whichever country you're from. Okay. So those are some of the names that you can see. Also, you please do follow us on social media. We have 5 lakh plus followers on the different social media. So please do follow us on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, and X. Another thing I'm happy to share that, all our courses have been rated 4.8 out of 5 on Google reviews, and we have got rating or reviews by 4,000 plus educators. So that's, something very great. Also, we conduct, apart from conducting the course, we also organize international Olympiad for educators. And once we have you on our database, we've had 25,000 plus teachers who have participated in these international Olympiads organized by our educators. Okay. What's really great is that, apart from, getting you getting a certificate, these events are also covered in different media. You can see Hindustan Times, Business Standards, Times of India, and the print. And the best part is that these Olympiads that are conducted, they are, held in different categories. So you can always participate in them. And once we have you on our database, we will be sending the invitation. So take a moment to see that what are the different categories, and you can, as and when this comes up, the opportunity, you can take part in that. Right. So that's a little bit about that. We will revisit this discussion as well. Okay. Now, also apart from, the up getting an invitation for you to take part in an Olympiad, we have also many other initiatives that Up Educators has taken, and we have partnered with Google for Education, and we have launched the AI training where 10,000 plus educators across India have learned AI tools. So you'll also learn the AI tools with us. We've also, partnered with Google, and we've trained faculty and students across the different campuses because this aligns with the NEP. And this was covered in the Financial Express. Also in education news, we have, partnered with NASCOM, and we conduct an advanced AI course. You can check it out on their website. This is also a Government of India platform. You can also see that, Up Educators and Google have trained 20,000 teachers in information literacies, which is very important for the AI age, and that's important. So these are some of the endeavors that we have taken up, and thank you so much for that. Now we will get on with the webinar, right? So thank you for your time to just give an introduction. In this webinar, I talked to you about some key 5 to 6 points, which is, of course, what is this course? What is NTT ECC? So let me reassure you that it is the same. In some states like Maharashtra and Gujarat, they use the term early childhood care, right? But the course is one of the same and the content is the same. Okay. Then we will talk about, why it's helpful for you to do this course and why there is an increase in the demand, and this will really help you. We'll also talk about that in today's day and age, jobs after doing this course is not only in a school. You can also work online. You can also set up your own enterprise and you can be called a teacherpreneur. Okay. And in case you are already teaching in a school or you're a parent or a graduate, why should you do this course? Okay, how will this help you? Okay, and then of course I will take you through the course outline, what are going to be the topics, the curriculum, and of course then I'll share with you the fees of the course, certificates, and I will also share with you the link for you to get a certificate. So I'll be sharing with you the Google Zoho link. Please do fill that up so that we can share with you the webinar certificate. And in case you'd like our coordinators to reach you for signing up for the course, you could also do that. Okay. So with that, let's begin. Let's start with what is NTT. Okay. So like I said, NTT is a short form for Nursery Teachers Training and Early Childhood Care and Education. This is a very comprehensive, detailed program, and what this will equip you with is going to be knowledge, but also practical teaching skills for the early years classroom. Okay. And once you do this course, because there's so much of, interaction, so many activities that you will be very confident and this will support your career growth. Okay. Now let's look at the fact that, when you do this course, how is it beneficial and what is the requirement? Because there is a huge increase in the demand of earlier educators. So see what's happening right now is that there are a lot of market trends, right? Like parents and families have all realized that 0 to 8 is when the maximum brain development happens, golden window. Okay. So because of that, lots of preschools have opened. Okay. Then our government has come up with the NEP 2020 policy. Okay. So that means that now all states have to set up preschools and early years and Anganwadis. Okay. Then another reason why preschool education has become very popular and hence the need for teachers is the nuclear families, small families. So they need to send their children. Also, you will agree that, in the last 10, 15, 20 years, a lot of women are also become part of the task force. So they need a safe place for the child. Okay. And because of the world trend and NEP trend, inclusive education, that means children from all different walks of life with different abilities, they have to be accepted in schools, right? So inclusive education. And of course, you will all agree that since 2020, since the COVID years, the digital technologies has really become exponential. That means there is a lot of demand for teachers who have digital knowledge apart from teaching. Okay. Also, not only am I saying that, but even newspapers like Financial Express are talking about that by 2032, we are in 2026. That means in 6 years, the preschool market will triple. That means everything related to childhood education is going to triple up. So there is a huge opportunity for all of you. Okay. So there are a lot of job opportunities. And like I said, you don't only have to be a preschool teacher. You can also be an entrepreneur, set up your own preschool, set up your own tuition center. You can be a parent educator. Okay. In case you want to teach in higher classes, this is a very good foundational degree or a course or a certificate. Okay. And in case you want to be part of the ed tech industry, training industry, this is a very good course. You will learn a lot of AI and tech tools, which is very important. And like I said, that you can also use the online platform or even in person to be a phonics teacher, art and craft trade teacher, storyteller, and even special needs, which has become very important. Okay. Now, very interesting fact. Okay. When we looked at, from our experience of teachers in the early years spaces, we found that a lot of teachers, when they joined a school or they applied to a school, they did not have any formal training or any certification. Why? Right? Because a lot of teachers felt like if I have to teach in a school, and it's so simple, like, okay, if I have to apply in a school for class one, then I need a B.Ed. But early childhood, it's so easy, right? I don't think I need that. Okay. But we have to understand that currently, if you have to teach in a preschool, it is very, very different because we are teaching a new breed of children, or rather, new generation called Gen Alpha. Now, what do we mean by generation? First, let me explain. Every 12 to 14 years is called a generation. Okay. Currently, the students in our school are Gen Alpha. That means children who are born from 2010 to 2024. Children who are born in 2025, they're too small, they cannot come to school right now. That is Gen Beta, by the way. Okay. So, very unique, interesting things about these learners, why we need to equip ourselves, is they are digital natives. That means from the time that they were born, 2010 onwards, they have grown up with technology. They love digital learning, they love digital classrooms. Okay. Another thing is that this breed of learners, Gen Alpha, there's a lot of diverse learners that are there in our classroom. So teachers are not just teaching children from one type of background or one area. Children are coming from different language background, different countries, different socioeconomic background, different learning styles. So teachers now have to teach all types of learners. So it's very, very diverse in the classroom. Okay. Another problem, or I would say challenge, I would use the word problem, is that the Gen Alpha are very, very, they have a short attention span because of technology. So we also need to teach in a very, very efficient, in a very engaging manner. Okay. We have to cater to them. And just look at your phone, look at my phone. We all have different apps, right? So all of us need to personalize. We like personalization. Okay. So Gen Alpha also expects personalization in their learning. So we have to also know which apps to use for our students in our schools. Okay. And who can forget parents, right? We all know that when we're teaching early years, we have to interact a lot with the parents. So we should also know how to communicate with them, how to, provide not just academics, but also a nurturing environment that will please the parents or what parents expect from us, not please them. Also, these days, other than teaching English, literacy, numeracy, we have to impart 21st century skills. Okay, that means we have to teach children how to cope in today's world using creativity, critical thinking, collaboration, communication. Okay, and all the parents feel like I'm paying so much fees. As a teacher, you should know your subject, you should know how to teach children, you should know how to give attention to my child, you should know the positives and the negatives and improve my child. Okay, and all parents expect skilled and caring teachers. Okay, now one more important thing about this generation: we cannot punish them, cannot hit them, we cannot hurt them, we cannot even use harsh words. So we have to now know how to discipline without punishment. So that means we have to know behavior management strategies. Okay. But what is happening currently? We are teaching this generation in a very traditional manner. Okay. Let me explain with an example. I'm going to share with you a short video of a teacher. She's a very good teacher, but she is using a very traditional method. Let's see it and then you will understand what point I'm trying to make.
So let us have a quick recap of what we are learning, children. Yes, we are learning simple additions.
Shay, you must have completed it.
What are these, children? Mangoes. And how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. Correct. In one hand, I have 4 mangoes, and in the other hand, I have 4 mangoes. And if I add them together, how many do I get? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes. So what did we do? 4 plus 4 is equal to 8. Yes. Good. Lollipop. Yes. Now how many lollipops do I have? 1, 2, 3. Very good. Now on the other hand, how many lollipops do I have? 1, 2, 3. So 3 plus 3 is equal to, now count how many are there, children?
Right. So we're not going to watch the whole video, but you can see that the teacher is using a lot of, props basically, and she's teaching, right? But actually, this is what we call as a chalk and talk method. That means we're showing children something, which is a very good thing to do, but we are not actually engaging them, right? And in a modern way of teaching, there are many different ways in which we can teach, which is actually innovative teaching, which is not using any technology, not using any AI tools. Okay.
Wait, I'll
So,
help you.
yeah. So if we teach like that, we are not going to be getting a very good salary or, getting good job opportunities. Okay. So basically, as we know that the challenges that current educators are facing while teaching is that they have realized that this lecture style chalk and talk does not work. Okay. Also, because there are so many different children in the class, how to give individual attention, how to support them. Okay. Teachers are also complaining that we have to create so many resources, it's too time consuming. Okay. And they also don't know how to deal with different learning styles, abilities, and cultural backgrounds and how to collaborate, right? So basically, because of all the challenges that are being faced by teachers currently, okay, along with that, organizations like NEP, UNESCO, they also want that teachers should use very, very modern teaching methods. You should use technology, should use innovative approaches like play-based learning, inquiry-based learning, experiential. and teach and assess in a holistic manner as well as motivate. Okay. So if you do this course and complete the course, both the diploma and the PG diploma, apart from getting a certificate, you also have a very good opportunity of increasing your earning potential. Okay. And these are some, of course, indicative salaries, provided you have experience and teacher training certification. Okay. So to equip you to shape the future of the alpha learners, Up Educators is introducing, this is the course that the webinar is on, Nursery Teachers Training or Early Childhood Care and Education. And it is a live interactive course, right? So I can see that right now we have a lot of you in the webinar, and we are going to start talking a little bit more detail about the course. Okay. So first, this slide, very important slide, is about the curriculum and the term. So we have term 1 and we have term 2. Okay. So in term 1, these are going to be the 10 topics that we are going to be doing. Okay. And I'll be talking about that in detail as we move along. Okay. And in term 2, we have another 7 topics. Okay. So totally in this course, you will be doing 10 plus 7, that is equal to 17 topics in very deep detail. Okay. And you can see that right from the basic of introduction to history, to child development, to behavior, welfare, literacy, lesson planning, assessment, parents, blending, art and craft, we move to more complex and more, innovative topics like 21st century differentiated learning, special needs, classroom management, job readiness, phonics, daycare. So you will learn end to end. You learn right from what is early childhood care, how to set up. So you can see from first topic to the last topic, you will gain experience and expertise in all these related topics. Okay. Now, one more fantastic thing is in this course, it is not just theory, 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 and it gets boring, right? It's also, we will give you a learning kit in which you will get that whole box or what we call as a learning kit to your house. Okay. And whenever we are doing any topic, any theory topic, along with that, you will use the related kit resource. So you will really learn to become a very good and a very, very able and efficient teacher. Okay. So you can take a moment to see these are the 10 topics that I was telling you about in term 1. What are going to be the resources? So we will be sharing these. They're almost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14 resources we'll be sending to you. Okay. Actually, there are 15. And you can see that every time we do a theory topic, you will be using the kit and you will support the learning. Okay. Because you know that in a school, teachers don't just go and talk. They have to, and especially with young children, right? We have to be giving them resources, showing them kits, showing them alphabets or puppets, and that's how students learn, right? So this is a really cool aspect of this course that is not there in other schools. Okay. Also, we will be teaching you many innovative teaching approaches, right? And you can see that these are some of the approaches that we will be teaching you: play-based learning, Reggio Emilia, project-based, inquiry, Waldorf, and NEP also talks about integrated or thematic learning. Okay, so we have a lot of detailed discussion and module on that, as well as flipped classroom. Okay, now the thing is, as a teacher, only knowing theory and practical is not enough. You also know how to handle real life situations. Okay. So we also have a lot of these videos or animated videos that show you that if you have a situation like a parent is very upset with you, how will you handle that situation? So we have these simulation videos. Let me show you one for you to understand what I am saying. Okay. Let me just demo one thing. Okay. Let me just project it up for you in a moment, and you can see that right now.
Excuse me, ma'am. I need to speak to you about something important. It's about the amount of homework my child is getting.
Good morning, Mr. Sharma. Sure, but I have to head into the classroom soon. Can we make it quick?
It won't take long. I'm really concerned. My son has been staying up late every night, struggling to finish the homework. He's so tired and stressed. I think he's being given too much work.
I understand your concern, Mr. Sharma, and I agree that balance is important. But right now, the other students are waiting for me in class. Can we continue this conversation later, maybe after school or via phone? We can find a solution that works for your child.
But this needs to be fixed. He's just a child and the pressure is affecting his health.
Absolutely, and we'll address it together. Let's schedule a time to talk about it in detail and find a solution that reduces his stress. I'm sure we can resolve this. I'll see you in the afternoon.
All right, but I hope we can really fix this.
Right. So you saw that this was a simulation video, and basically, this is the kind of resource that we'll also be sharing apart from all the resources that I had mentioned to you. Okay. So let's go back to our slide now. Okay. So yeah, getting back to the slide. Yeah. Also, we will be, teaching you how to teach using a thematic approach. And as you know, that a thematic teaching approach, to motivate the learners, right? So it's been recommended by the NEP and by research-based studies. Okay. So like I was also mentioning to you that we conduct the Olympiad. So from the Olympiads, we have a lot of best practice videos and resources, which we'll be sharing with you. And I will be showing you one soon. Now, what is a theme? Let's all understand. When we're teaching children, say about a topic like animals, rather than just teaching them the names and the sounds, if we teach in a very holistic way, in a thematic way, where they learn the habitat, we tell them stories, they do some group play, some role play, some sounds and autograph, children remember and recollect and also associate in a very, very scientifically, interesting manner. Okay. So like I mentioned to you that because we conduct the Olympiads, we have a lot of resources related to that. And we have one of the Olympiad winners, Miss Simranpreet, who's also actually is a mentor with us and she might be teaching your class. And this is a video that she made about thematic approach. So let's watch it to understand what is a thematic approach and how is it different from just teaching the names of the animal or the sounds it makes.
This session will be the thematic integrated approach, and blended learning will be there, and hands-on experience will be there for the children. And I will use the approach of 3C model, like connect, conduct and conclude. I will not directly tell children about the topic. I will create inquiry based learning, and then children will get on the topic by themselves. So I will start with dramatic role play. My buddy teacher will come with this tiger mask on like this. Then I will start the inquiry based, like, oh, who is there in our class today? Do you know who is this? How does he looks like? Okay, think. Do you think that our classroom is the right place for the tiger to roam around or live? Then what do you think, where should the tiger live? So these kind of inquiry based questions will connect them with the topic. So I will also get to know about the prior knowledge, like overview of the prior knowledge, like what they learn about the jungle and the animals. After this, then after the dramatic role play, I will show them this picture on the screen and ask them about what is happening in the picture. This will also let me know about the prior knowledge of the children about the jungle and the animals. So I will get an overview. So after this, I will show children a video. In the video, the animals, their sounds and features are covered, and this video will also act as a flipped classroom resource also for the children. And after the video, I will go for the conduction part. In conduction, I will show the animal flashcards, like I will be having a mystery bag and I will take out a flashcard from the bag. Oh, let's see who is hiding inside the bag. Take it out. Oh, what is this? Do you know who was hiding in my bag? Yes, it's a lion. How does lion sounds like? Oh. lion roars. It's the king of the jungle and it has mane on its body. So like this, I will be covering all the animals through the flashcards. After the features will be covered in this flashcard part. After this, guess the sound game will be there. In this, I will play the sound of the animals like. So students have to guess. And for the kids, appreciation timely is very needed. Like whoever has given the answer right, I will appreciate them. This will encourage them to participate more. So by this I will get to know like how much they have learned about the sounds and the features. So after conduction part, conclusion will be there. Like two groups, I will divide the class into two groups. One group will play I Spy game. In this, I will tell children, okay, so I spy with your little eyes. Everyone do this. I spy with your little eyes and find something that has a big trunk and it is green color. Find something. So in this picture that I have given to the student.
Right. So we're not going to see the whole video, but you can understand that this is a thematic approach. It's a lot interactive. Children get to do a lot of activities. They're learning about the same thing in so many
Students,
ways,
they will
right?
circle.
So what schools are looking for are teachers who use these kind of approaches, and they're also looking for teachers who are digitally and AI savvy. You know, today's day and age, you cannot get a good job without that, right? So as part of this course, you'll also be doing the Google Certified Educator course in which you will be learning digital tools and AI tools, okay? And we will be teaching you these 12 topics where you will right from designing worksheets to lessons to videos to storybooks, comics, Canva, and video editing. You will be learning all these topics. So for each of these topics, you will have a class using Google Tools. Okay. And also, you must have seen a lot of these lovely videos, viral videos on Instagram, right? Where you see them. So we will also teach you how to create these kind of resources for your classroom. Let's see this. So I'm just going to show you some resources that you will learn how to create using the Google tools. Okay, so we're going to have a look at that. I just showed you that tug of war. So I'm going to show you how we can create something like that, right? So we can also help to create. We can make something like that. We can do a tug of war. Okay, supposing you're teaching children, say about the alphabet P, they have to now if like find P, they have to click on it. Like supposing this pizza. Okay, then team number two find something with F, fish. Okay, then if you're teaching them phonics, आप उनको हिंदी में you're teaching them swar and vyanjan. So if you want to teach them, you can create these flashcards. Okay.
आ से आम ई से ईख झ से झंडा ध से ढक्कन.
So these are all made on the Google, and we will be teaching you how to create these games, how to create these phonics worksheets, how to get the sound on them. Not in worksheets, these are like flashcards, right? In case your school is having an event, supposing you are having a family day, grandparents day, right? We also teach you how to create these kind of websites or web page in which the parents can get all the details. They can have many interactive features, right? And of course, these days, very important to learn how to make storybooks, right? Using these online resources like Gemini. Okay, so we'll teach you how to create these kind of storybooks with the, all these dialogues, and the entire script will also be there. Okay, so it's really cool the kind of things that you will learn through technology. And we live in a time where you have to learn these skills. I don't think any of you can say that I will not learn these skills. You have to learn these skills. Okay, it's very important. Okay, so you'll be learning how to create comic books like these. You will be learning how to create these resources. You can make a storybook with the names of the students of your class. All these are soft copies. Okay, now you are going to learn a lot of things, right? Yeah, it's really superb. Absolutely, Harvinder. You also have to do a lot of work, as in you have to create journals. Okay, so I'm going to show you the sample of a journal. This is not comprehensive means we have just taken a few pages just to show it to you, because of course I can't show you like 100 pages, but yeah. Okay. So when you are doing the course with us, you have to create these journals, but using technology. You cannot make handwritten. We are not taking that because now everything has to be done using a computer. Okay. I mean, that's just the reality of the matter. So you have to learn these skills. Okay. So I'm just going to show you some representative pages of what a journal looks like. Okay. You have to make a rhyme and song journal. You will learn to do it according to 3 levels. Using technology, you will learn how to do all this. Okay. And you will be submitting these. You will learn to make a story journal for 3 different levels, like I told you earlier also. Related worksheets. You will learn to make a creativity journal. So basically, even, although these have to be hard copy, you have to make up, a particular artwork, but you have to give the instructions. Okay. Because if somebody is doing it, how do they know what method, what material to use? Okay. So you have to create these kind of journals so that, it's all there. Readiness journal, literacy and numeracy worksheets you have to create for different levels so that you get practice doing that. Lesson plan journal, you will also learn to how to create lesson plan journal, how to write a lesson plan, different age group, how to create teaching aids. Okay. And when you do level 2 or PG diploma, you will also then make 5 more journals: EBS journal, calligraphy journal, event journal, classroom journal, and digital journal. Okay, so you'll also learn how to create all these wonderful resources, and these are what will actually earn you the certificate. Okay, so it's not just only we will be teaching you, even you have to do a lot of work, right? You have to do a relevant work. Okay, now I'm going to go to what are the certificates you will get when you do the course with us. Okay, let's take a look at that. Okay, of course, like I mentioned to you, you will be getting a Government of India NCVET certificate from Skill India, and this is a really great thing, in which your name, your picture, everything will be there, and also whichever topics that, for which the exam is going to be held, and a viva, those topics will be mentioned with your mark sheet. This is a Government of India. For all the 12 topics, the Google topics or the tech topics, AI, you will be also getting a certificate for which you have to take an exam, online exam. Okay. And at the completion, you will be getting a diploma from completion certificate from Up Educators. Okay. Along with the mark sheet with all the topics. Okay. Now, for every topic, there are 10 topics. You will have 6 to 8 hours of training. So it means actually we'll be having so many, close to almost, close to about 60 classes for the level 1. Okay. And also once you go on to level 2, you will be getting a phonics certificate, calligraphy certificate, STEAM DIY, coding, and diploma, PG diploma. Okay. Also, we do not we not promise you a job, but definitely we will help you to prepare through a resume, through interview, how to make your resume and all of that. We'll help you with that. Okay. So until now, like I said, we have trained 1,000+ educators who are working in different schools. Okay. Now we talk a little bit about who are the mentors or the teachers for this course. Miss Manju Borkar, she is our academic head, and she's also program leader on our Cambridge courses. So you will be seeing her on some of your courses. I'm name is Nishita Istrani. So I'm also been teaching with Up Educators since the last 2 years. And I also teach on the Cambridge course. So yeah, that's my qualification. We have Miss Upasna, and of course we have Miss Simranpreet also, whose video I showed you. Miss Upasna is also very, very, experienced early years teacher, and she's Jolly Phonics certified as well as, Skill India teacher trainer. Okay. And along with Miss Upasna, Miss Simranpreet, Miss Manju, myself, we also have a lot of visiting faculty, and we will also invite you for their sessions, right? And like I told you, that the program is in 2 levels: level 1 diploma and level 2 PG diploma. Okay, and in at diploma level, you have 10 topics, like I told you, and you will be getting the NCVET Government India certificate and a Google certificate. And the work that you need to do to get these certificates is going to be journal making, lesson plans, making age appropriate materials. We will be having, you also have to present as part of, your portfolio, a demo class and a vibe. Okay, so these are the things you have to do. And like I mentioned to you that at diploma or level 1, you have 10 topics, which I told you about, all the 10 topics. Okay. And the fees for level 1 or for diploma is 24,000. Okay. And it includes all these, including the Google exam, Skill India, AI platform. Okay. And for level 2, L2, which is the next level, PG diploma, you have these 10 topics plus 7 topics. Okay. And like I told you that in PG diploma, you also have 21st century, differentiated learning, special needs, classroom time management, job readiness, and preschool. Okay. So you can see that there's a very big range of topics that you will learn. Okay. And when you do the PG diploma, you will get a total of 6 certificates, which I showed you earlier. And you have to do some additional work. So earlier you made some journals. Now we have to make 5 more. You'll also be having a demo and a presentation and an interview and a viva. Okay. And the fee for the PG diploma is 33,000. Once again, with all these included. Okay. But today for you, we have a special offer. And in the chat window, okay, I have just shared with you a Zoho form for everybody. So kindly fill up this form so that you can get the offer specially just for today, where the fees instead of 24,000 for level 1 is 15,900, and this includes the learning kit. Okay. And if you sign up for the PG diploma, that means both of them together, you can get this for 22,900. Okay. So that's a really, really good offer. And there's a separate learning kit for this. Okay. So it's possible for you at 22,900 instead of 33,000. So that's a really, really good offer. And I would just request all of you, I've just shared the form right now. Please do share the feedback form, and this will also give you the certificate for attending the webinar. The certificate is going to come to you in your email ID. Okay, so please take a moment to fill up this form, and our coordinators will also be in touch with you. I'll just take a couple of more minutes of your time to share with you some testimonials, which are shared on Google by the different teachers who did the course with us. Yeah, thank you. And I'll just take a couple of more minutes of your time. We are going to be just seeing a short video testimony of Miss Vidya. She's actually a very experienced teacher, teaching she has about 50 children in her class, and she talks about how the course has really benefited her.
But when I did this uh, diploma course, I came to know about many more things. Means how to deal with our kids, those who don't have uh, those students who are crying, how to cope up with them, or how to cope up with my 58 students. That was a big challenge to me, and because of you and your team, now I'm very happy with all the activities and to teach in the class. I'm very happy. Means I go in, I take the use of AI tool, and I download the stories, the songs and all, and I go in the class, and I'm very happy to teach them because who is घिसा पीटा वो बुक में से पढ़ो और सिखाओ. It becomes this वही सब पढ़ के ना I feel very boring. When I saw all this AI tool is very something new to me. Canva I knew, Canva app, then InShot also I knew, but AI is very new to me. And now at this age I can handle it. So thanks for your team of educators, ma'am.
This is a testimonial by another person who is a parent. I see that there are some hands up. Mary, I'll just take your call, take your message in just a minute, and your query. Just give me a moment.
Honestly, I've been using a lot of blending technology with writing, with paperwork, with the doodling. So I am trying to bring in a lot of dimensions of all of this what I have learned from you all here, and I am able to teach her all the new Cambridge concepts myself pretty well. I do have that confidence that wherever she's stuck, I'm able to help her to sail through that difficulty. And the most important thing I have learned is, which has really helped me, is as a parent, I can very, very confidently go to a teacher in a parent teacher meeting and I can clearly see the gaps of why the child is not able to learn the concept. And I, as a parent, has to do a lot of handholding at home. So I'm able to spot the I would not say errors, but yes, there are gaps in the way the school is also delivering the curriculum. So that helps me to overcome those problems at home. अगर मैं ये नहीं करती तो शायद मुझे मुझे नहीं आता मुझे समझ में नहीं आता कि how can I help her to get through her difficulties. Honestly,
So, like I said, in the chat window, I have shared the link with everybody. Okay. So please do fill up this. This is a form, feedback form, as well as, the webinar. You'll be getting the webinar certificate for attending the webinar. So kindly fill up the form. I've just shared it with you. And our counselors will, get in touch with you for you to avail the discount. I see that there are some questions. Mary, you're most welcome to ask your question. If you like to do that, please go ahead. I'm asking you to unmute, you could just do that, right? So please unmute yourself and you can ask me any questions. Any of you can ask me any questions that you like.
Ma'am, a little brief idea about the journaling. Actually, my call got disconnected. A little brief
Okay.
idea.
Yeah. So like I was mentioning that, the journals are going to be like they are the the task that you will just put, where it's going to showcase your different skills, right? Whether it is literacy, whether it is the creative skills. So in terms of the journals, there will be very clear instructions. We have an LMS, that means the management system in which all the material, all the recordings, everything will be stored. And for any homework, any assignment we give you, we also share an exemplar. That means how it should be done, right? So for all the journals that you have to submit, it is going to be at the end, it is going to be with a lot of guidance and it is going to be with examples, right? So don't worry about it. Yes, Miss Anju.
Uh, Actually, ma'am, I just want to ask you, since my age is 58,
Yeah.
so can I do this course?
Yeah, of
And
course, Anju. Absolutely. There is no problem with anything because see, now that we are teaching online, offline, you can also, once you learn the resources, Miss Anju, you can also learn, if you don't want to work in a school, supposing you don't want to do that, you can also design and, do a lot of online kind of resource creation. A lot of companies are looking for people to make storybooks. And, with using AI, it's so easy. Once you put the
Mm.
topic, you can do a lot of different jobs which are related to the ed tech industry. But yeah, age is no barrier. Absolutely not.
So you will guide me if I join this
Yes.
course. Will you guide me
Yeah.
in all this? Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Absolutely. Yes, Miss Mary. Yeah, Miss Mary, you have a question. Please do unmute and ask me. Right. So before she asks me, or while she's still thinking, anybody can ask me any question. If you need to get in touch with anybody from our team, you can contact this number 9923460060, or you can also visit our website. I am just going to. Oh, great, Rajni, congratulations! I'm glad you got the certificate. Yeah, yeah. Also, I'm just going to be sharing with you the popular courses that we are offering. So if you go to our website, you can see this, but we also conduct the Google Certified Educator, which is part of your course, AI course with NASCOM, Advanced AI, and online teachers training course, right? Now, we also conduct courses on pedagogy. So in case you like to do that, you can also do the Cambridge course, the innovative teaching practice, and the instructional design course. And of course, we were just discussing about, the courses, but we also have courses that will keep you, future ready. The STEM course, the drone, and the STEM robotics. And like I was telling you that the webinar on ECCE NTT And we also conduct a Montessori teacher training course in case any of you are interested. And all our details are all available. Oh, I'm glad, Delphi, that you received the certificate. Wonderful, right? So if you wish to also check out our website, I'm just going to click the link. And in the meantime, if anybody has any questions they wish to ask me, please feel free to ask, unmute, put it in the chat window, whatever your questions are, right? Can you share the recorded? Sorry, somebody's asking a question. Can you share the recorded? No, no, we don't have a recording for this, but you can check out our website. I'm just projecting to you the website. Yeah, you can go to our website, that is www.upeducators.com. And in this, all the details, like right now we looked at the NTT ECCE course, right? So all these details are mentioned. Once again, I'm just going to share with you in the chat window this particular link as well. And please feel free to check it out. Okay, yeah. Yeah, right. So this is what it is. But yeah, if you have any questions, any queries, I'm very happy to take your questions. But yeah, on our website, everything is mentioned, all the details. I'm sure most of you would have seen the website anyway. But yeah, please, Arshi, please go ahead and ask your question. Yeah. Miss Mary, even you feel free to ask your question if you have any question. I'm just going to share the link once again in case some of you have not been able to, fill up the form. Please do that. I've once again shared it in the chat window. So please do fill it up.
Hello. Ma'am, the chat box is
Hello,
not
ma'am.
opening to me, ma'am.
Oh, is it? Just try again once, Miss Mary. I've just put it in there.
Hello, Miss. Hello, Arshi is this side, ma'am. Can I ask you one question?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. May I? May I now?
Yeah, please go ahead, Arshi.
Yeah. Can we able to train our preschool teachers after completing the PG diploma?
Yeah, absolutely. You can absolutely do that, Miss Arshi, because the topics or the different things that we have, the different topics that we have are in much depth. And we share a lot of resources. So you can also you can actually use the
Yeah.
knowledge that you have and teach your teachers as well. It'll be a very
Okay.
good course to teach from.
Thank you. Thank you.
And
But
all the
I'm not able
resources,
to give the
yeah.
certification on my side. I'm not able
Okay.
to give the certification.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You can do that. Yeah. Yeah. So
Can
Miss
I able to give the certificates on my behalf or from our
yeah,
school
yeah.
side? The
You can
company?
absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, you can absolutely do that.
PG course. Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
Thank you. Okay.
Ma'am,
Okay.
still it is not opening for me, the chat box.
Okay, so Mary, I'm just going to send you a private message. Hopefully, you should be able to get it. Okay, let me see if I can do that.
Surely, ma'am. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
you're
Thank you so
welcome.
much.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, I'm just going to send it to your personal chat. Sometimes there's
Ma'am,
some.
a question I have.
Yeah, yes, Miss Kimsey,
Ma'am,
sure. Go ahead.
yeah, I'm a self-employed person. I've been into corporate and I've
Yeah.
been into this
Hmm.
education sector from past 5, 6 years.
Okay.
Earlier, I used to teach in school, but now I run my own classes.
Okay.
So I cater to not only phonics, I'm a certified phonics trainer as well. So
Right.
I do phonics, I do creative writing, and I do grammar. But I face
Hmm.
challenges whenever I'm doing these. Sometimes I get stuck. So
Okay.
my question is that is there any course which can help me in my classes because I
Hmm.
am catering to a different age group. All kinds of kids are coming to me. I
Okay.
have LKG, UKG, and then I have the middle section as well because my own son is he's in class 4. So I
Okay.
have kids from second to eighth. So I
Right.
want to make my teaching more effective. So can you
Okay.
tell me any other course? I think entity or the course that you are talking about would
Correct.
lead only to a small segment.
Right, right. Yeah, yeah. So what I would suggest to you know is that see we have many courses that would help you and looks like since you're catering to a very different audience, right? One of the courses that would actually be helpful. Are you doing more online training, Miss Kimsey, or
No,
are
I
you
take
doing
offline, online both. Because
offline and
actually I want to go online,
Okay.
because taking things offline is a bit cumbersome because distance is a
Yeah.
problem. Where I stay,
Correct.
all the children cannot come to me, and then I can cater
Correct.
to a wider audience if I
Yeah.
go online.
Correct. Correct. So, Miss
I am
Kipsey, for
tech
you,
savvy.
yeah.
I am pretty tech savvy, but still I face challenges,
Yeah.
at
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
So what would really help you is this course called Online Teaching Course for Educators, right? Because that would kind of, give you a very good insight into, I think you can see it on your screen right now, right? I'm projecting it
Yes,
there.
ma'am, I can
You can see that.
see.
Yeah. So this would be very useful for you because this will teach you, how to optimize the online teaching tools and what is the best way to teach and also to cater to a many different, like you said, age group is very varied. So it'll help you out.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Um, uh,
Yeah.
so, ma'am, what is the cost? I can refer to the website to find
Yeah,
out.
yeah, sure. You can refer to the website. I feel like I can show it to you on the website as well. You can see that it's coming up on your screen right now. So amongst your courses, right? Yeah, I'm just going to show it to you. Yeah, yeah, I'm just showing it to you. Once you go to the website, yeah. Okay, so these are going to be all your topics. As you were asking. Okay. And this course is for 11,900 plus 18% GST. Okay. And yeah, that's what it is. Okay. And you also have a distance learning where it's a recorded one, which is also an option that's available to
Okay, okay. So, ma'am,
you. Okay.
this is the duration is also
Yeah, correct. Yeah. The duration you can see it is a 6 week subject wise. They will have master. So let me just tell you what is going to be the duration of the course. Just a minute. Yeah, it's
हेलो
a 6 week live training course.
मेरा हो गया
okay, okay.
म्यूट हो गया
Okay? Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Anybody has any other questions? I hope that helps you and I hope you will join the course.
Yes, ma'am. It was very nice.
Yeah.
Very a good eye opener. Thank you so
Yeah.
much, ma'am.
Great. Thank you so much. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Thank you so much. Thank
Thank
you
you,
all.
ma'am.
Yeah. Thank you all.
Thank
And
you.
yeah, have a great evening. If you have any question, please do ask.
Great to have you this time with us.
Okay. Thank
I'm
you so much.
very, I'm very happy the way you taught us and the way you make us understands how the teacher training should be done.
Yeah.
And I really am very happy.
Thank you,
Thank
Ms.
you so
Gunjan.
much, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you. Really good to hear your, kind of positive feedback.
Because I've seen that there are some of the teachers who make us understand this type the way you understand us. So that's a very big thing
Thank
for
you.
us. Thank you
I
so much,
appreciate
ma'am.
that. Yeah, I
Thank you.
appreciate
Yeah.
knowing that the teachers are enjoying learning from a teacher.
Yes, exactly.
That's a wonderful. Yeah. Thank you, Ms. Gunjan, and thank you
Thank
everybody
you.
very much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Yes. Yeah, sure. I think I heard a question. Please go ahead. Right. Thank you, everybody, and wish you a very good night. Miss Mary, if you need to ask, your hands up. I'm waiting to hear from you. Please do ask. Yeah, thank you, Miss Kumudini. Thank you so much, and look forward to you joining our course. Thank you, and have a good night. Thank you, Arpita.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Gunjan.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Yeah, bye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All the
Thank you,
best.
ma'am. It's a very nice session,
Yeah,
informative session, ma'am. Thank
thank
you.
you. Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you all. Wish you a very
Thank you,
good.
ma'am. Very enriching
Thank you.
your teaching was.
Yes. Thank you, Miss Mary. Really appreciate it.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you.